Our guest is Melanie Dragovich, a former primary school teacher whose passion for holistic well-being led her to transition to a role of a spiritual life coach. And today, Melanie helps others to embrace life filled with authenticity, love, peace, and joy. Thank you, Melanie, for joining our chat today.
Thank you so much for having me. It's such a pleasure to be here.
What led you to this career change from a primary school teacher to a spiritual life coach?
I always knew that teaching was a stepping stone for me to get to where I was going, but at the time I didn't know where that was. Teaching was a part of my learning journey to get to where I am now. I look back over my life and can now see that each and every experience was a valid learning. It had valid learning within it that I needed so that I could step into fulfilling my purpose. Some people say they have many purposes throughout life and they change at different ages and stages. But for me, I can clearly see my whole life was leading to my soul life purpose as a spiritual life coach and healer. First of all, as a teacher, I learned the skill of teaching. And also in the school environment, I was able to learn about and interact with all sorts of different types of individuals. It was in this environment that I was able to hone in and develop my skills of empathy and compassion and learn appreciation of all individuals and their unique gifts. And everybody has something to offer in our world. But so many people have no idea that their natural skills and ability are quite often their gifts. They just don't see it. Teaching also gave me first-hand experiences of working in a stressful environment and feeling the physical, mental, emotional and spiritual effects it had on me. I was then guided to learn and develop ways of being that nurtured my mind, body and spirit. The passion for this way of being emerged from within me, and I felt a really overwhelmingly strong urge to transition into this field. I had considered myself to have been drifting through life, not really knowing what I wanted for myself. But it all became evident that my guides were orchestrating things perfectly in the background for me. And I was being intentionally guided along a very specific learning journey so that I could step into my life purpose, which is still evolving, and I'm sure it always will be.
You see, I have a feeling that a lot of us want to do the same. They want to change their careers, but there are some limiting beliefs, perhaps unconscious limiting beliefs that are holding them back. So can you share a technique you use to break free from those limiting beliefs that you use in your coaching as well?
Our subconscious beliefs are presented to us as they manifest in our reality each and every day. An effective method to help overcome subconscious beliefs manifesting in our lives is to use meditation, taking yourself into the alpha brain state with the intention to visualize your desired future, created in your dream state by using all of your senses. It's also helpful to meditate in the mornings before heading out into your day, seeing your day as you desire it, and then going out and knowing that your creation is real. We were often told as children, that's just your imagination, discrediting this powerful act. And so we began to discard the belief that our imagination is real. I've had many experiences where I have discovered or experienced my imagination coming to fruition in my reality, not always exactly as I imagined, but always in a way that supports my greatest good. It's about having that faith and trusting in the process. I also teach people to listen to what their bodies are telling them through their heart or inner knowing, emotions and physical sensations. By being mindful and learning to live in the present moment and being aware of what's going on in and around them. You can use your body as a compass to navigate your way through life, aligning with your truths rather than, say, some downloaded belief that has been impressed upon you by society. And another quick suggestion I'd like to share is to ask your angels and guides for help each and every day. We were not meant to live this life on earth completely on our own. We have a whole team of spiritual support that is just waiting for you to ask them for help. They cannot help unless you ask them because they must respect your free will, but they are always with you and want the very best for you and will do what needs to be done for your greatest good when you allow them to.
Amazing. You convinced me to ask my guides for sure.
That's awesome. I hope you really do. That's really cool. Test them. They love to be tested. I've tested mine and they answer you every single time. Maybe not in the way you think they're going to, but they're definitely there and they definitely respond to you every time.
Mm. Okay, and could you share a breakthrough moment that you witnessed through your coaching in in your clients, for example, related to their beliefs or related to their um, embracing life filled with joy and love and authenticity?
It always gives me much delight when I see a client becoming empowered when they discover their personal truth found in their very own hearts, plus how to listen and respond to the messages from their own bodies. We're here on earth experiencing a range of emotions. We learn what feels good and what doesn't feel so good, and can use those feelings to help guide us on the pathway we want to be on. When people begin to understand that they have control over how they feel by altering their perspective or their thoughts, they can then manifest a completely different reality. We are choosing our reality moment by moment simply by choosing how we're going to feel about something by the way we look at situations. Then we are able to consciously project a desired emotion into the ether, which will attract back to us a desirable outcome. It just takes practice to be consciously aware of our thoughts and emotions rather than letting them run away on us and creating more experiences we'd rather not have. The great thing now is that the earth and cosmic energies around us are changing and they no longer support the heavy, dense, low vibrational way of being, and so are helping us to align with love and our inner truth. So it is much easier for people to achieve this.
You have witnessed throughout your career, coaching career, this kind of breakthroughs, even with limiting beliefs, which are so hard to break.
Definitely. It's just practice, really. A lot of practice. Like if you're doing those meditations first and you're or all the time and you're doing it in the alpha state, that then helps reprogram your brain. But also, I witness it all the time with clients who then feel really empowered because they are following their own what their body is telling them. So they learn how to align with who they are through what their body is indicating or what following their emotions, really. And it's it's so empowering for them, and it's kind of like a light bulb moment, and I just see it all the time. It's really so awesome to see. So just empowering for them, and just such a beautiful thing because they really step into their power and they can start using their own hearts and their own emotions to align with who they are and their own personal desired dreamy outcome, their life's path or purpose or whatever it is they're trying to achieve at the time.
As a spiritual life coach, could you share with us what steps can we take by ourselves to rise our energy, our vibration, and eventually feel better?
I think it's about learning to listen to your body and spirit and follow your heart, your inner knowing, the feel good feeling. Know 100% that you are the most important person in your life. If you take care of yourself in a loving and compassionate way, everyone around you will benefit. And spend time consciously creating in ways that light you up, both in meditation and walking in that direction by physically seeking it out, or by doing it. When one person raises their personal vibration by fulfilling their own desires, doing what they love doing and looking after themselves, it raises the whole collective consciousness. So by putting yourself first, you're actually helping the whole world. And I love that.
It's quite difficult sometimes because you see, we have so many things to do, so many obligations and responsibilities. And sometimes it's not that easy. That is why I believe a role of spiritual life coach comes in, someone that can help us to find this path or give us this little push. Is that right? Into the right direction.
And you've used some sentences in there that would need to be rephrased. So you talked about your life is so busy and you don't have the time to do that. But it's like changing the way that you're wording your sentences when you're speaking to yourself, which can then change your whole perspective, which then changes your emotion that you're feeling about your situation. And that's really key in aligning to your own vibrational frequency and lifting your vibrational frequency to one that's not feeling buried under, but one that's feeling more excited about life. And that's projecting that vibrational frequency out into the ether, which then, with the law of attraction, bringing those wonderful experiences, the more desired experiences, back to you. And having a life coach gives you someone to be accountable to, someone that's going to support you. And especially when you come up with against those challenges and you find there's a few perhaps blocks or some hurdles that you're holding you back, and it might just be something to do with subconscious beliefs. The life coach is there for you to help you find your way through that or find a different pathway around it, but always to get you to where you want to go.
On the website, Sisu website, you offer soulful searchings and coming home to heart. Is that correct?
Yes, I do.
2 different programs. And do you also offer kind of like a discovery call, a free discovery call that everyone can, get to know you better and get a feel of what your life coaching is about?
Yes, for sure. So there is that discovery call. It's a free one, and you jump on for 15 minutes. And because it's always good to know that you're going to feel comfortable with your practitioner, the life coach, or person supporting you, it's good to get that feel. Otherwise, you might pay some money and then find that you don't have that relationship or don't have that rapport where you are going to make progress in the journey that you're hoping to make. So yes, the 15-minute free call is for that. It's for myself to ensure that I feel comfortable that I am able to help you, and also working the other way so that you feel comfortable that I'm able to help you as well. So yeah, it's a two-way street. We both need to feel comfortable with each other, and that's just a really great time to get a feel for that.
So I invite everyone who is interested in life coaching to check out Melanie Dragovich store on Sisu. I will leave the link to this store in the description of the video, and also, or you can just go on sisu.com and type Melanie Dragovich in the search bar, but I think it's easier with the link. So it's already there for you. Thank you, Melanie, for today's chat. That was truly inspiring. I hope the viewers also will take away from it what a life coaching implies with you. So thank you for that.
Thank you for having me. It's fun, always fun chatting with you, and it's my pleasure being here. Thank you for having me.